Fitting
That was
intro.
fantastic.
Very fitting intro for this podcast. I feel like we should start off by apologising and like
Where
explaining
have you
where we've
been?
been. This is the No Strangers podcast now. We've been gone for 3 weeks. We had such a good game going. We had 6 episodes every week.
In a row. No.
Well, we had a lot of shit going on.
Download.
So yeah, me and
Why
Dan
don't you answer questions?
and Carl went to a download. What date was it? It was the 10th
10th.
of June. So when we got back, it was just in time for E3. Then we were gonna.
I didn't go. I
well,
didn't go.
No, it's
I didn't
not
go.
your
Down-
scene.
Download's a heavy metal festival, by the
Oh
way.
shit! Yeah, I should
anyone
probably explain
For
that.
those who don't
That
know.
makes sense to anyone. Yeah, Download's like a heavy
Yeah,
metal
Download.
festival in the UK. But yeah, we went down to that, came back on the Monday of E3. So at this point, the Bethesda conference was already finished, and we were like trying to avoid spoilers on the way down, which I ran
Yeah.
into. Stupidly checked Facebook on the way home and fucking found out about
I
Fallout 4.
definitely didn't.
I also
I
found
luckily
out about fucking Final Fantasy as well. But
Yeah,
it's neither
I'm
here
so
neither
glad
here
I
nor
did.
there. But yeah. So what we were planning on doing was all going to yours, Dan, and watching it
Yeah.
and then doing a live cast, but we all just fucking passed out like as
So
soon as we got
tired.
we were just so fucking tired. Because the problem
I
was
was
it wasn't even like it wasn't even too tiring. It was just because it rained so much. Like it was just so, and all the traveling and shit. Like and trying to traverse through
Like a-
mud.
like
It
a
was just so fucking tiring and it was horrible. But it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Aside
I
from
mean,
the rain.
when you text me and was like, to be honest, mate, I think we're just gonna have to say no. We'll
Yeah.
cancel watching the Sony conference and just like I'm too tired and that. I was like, oh thank fuck you said that. Like, so tired.
Sounds
Just like really
you were
don't
just
want
like,
to
hold on.
blow it.
No, because like I was like, we were only gonna watch the Sony one and yours because it didn't start till
Yeah.
like 2 a.m. over here. So I started watching. I watched the Microsoft one here. I was like, oh, I'll just go on like got a KFC. Came back for the EA one. Literally got in bed, saw 10 minutes of the EA one, and just fell asleep for all of it. Then woke up for like the 2-hour break. Then I was like, okay, Ubisoft next. Then fell asleep during the Ubisoft one, and like rinse and repeat. But as soon as the Sony one came on, I was up and awake at like 2 a.m. just like raring to go. Because Sony's like obviously it's my favorite one. of the
Yeah,
year,
Sony.
but-
Sony's
I
probably
was the
one of best
opposite though. I'd like stayed awake and watched all the others, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, some good stuff and that. And then as soon as it got to around 2 a.m., I was like, just like trying to keep my eyes open. I was like, there's no way I can make it through the whole of this. I'm definitely gonna fall asleep. So I
I
thought
literally like
I'll
we'll
just
talk about
try
it.
and avoid everything. Okay.
we'll talk about it like on the thing, but like when the Final Fantasy was announced, the remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake was announced, I haven't like it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I was like just like all over that. I was like what do I do? Like I need to tell someone, I need to do something. It's like in the room in the dark. It was just mad. But Dan, I think you won top prize for best reaction because I knew it was coming, and obviously you missed it like when it was live. So I was like,
Yeah.
film yourself.
I'm s-
So
yeah,
film
I was
yourself
saying-
because you'll want the reaction for what's coming, and then like
I messaged you, didn't I, saying haven't watched the conference yet. I had to go to sleep. About to watch it now. I've avoided everything. You went, lad, like don't go on Facebook. Don't check anything.
don't go
I
on the
was like-
internet at all. Just I had to
You
post.
were
I posted you
were
the
like, it's
link.
trending
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, I was like, I'll post you the link. Just click
Yeah,
the
so
link and
don't-
click
don't
click
leave
full
it.
screen and then just watch because
Yeah.
otherwise it's gonna be ruined for you. But we should also explain that like it's like 30 degrees here today, and it's what
Oh, yeah.
10 to 1, and we're all fucking sweating. I've got hay fever like so bad, so if I sound a bit weird and a bit sniffly, I apologise for that for this episode. But it'll probably be like that
Yeah,
for the next
just-
few episodes because
Did you tell them that we're all half naked?
oh yeah,
I
this,
keep burping as well. I
this
apologize.
is the pantless the pantless E3 wrap up episode. I don't, are you not wearing pants then?
No, I am actually wearing pants
Oh, you
for
are.
once. Yeah.
Me
Although
and
I've got my
Rich-
buttons on. I've
take
got my
them off,
buttons
big
on.
boy.
Big what?
Me and Richard are going pantless because it's just too hot. I was gonna go shirtless, but I thought it's
Bit
a
much.
bit
It's
much.
so-
It's a bit much.
I need a fan.
Well, yeah. What have you been playing? We haven't been here for 3 weeks, so plenty.
We've been playing for the
I've
last
played
3
a
weeks.
lot of games over the past 3 weeks. I'd like to talk about. You want to start, Richard? What have you
Me?
been playing? CS:GO.
But nothing. CS:GO. My life is pretty
No,
much consumed by CS:GO
so
now.
what released last week?
What released last week?
Yeah,
Oh, of
the
course.
beta.
Oh, Heaven's Ward.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, a lot of
The most
CS:GO and
expensive,
but then
the most expensive expansion pack ever.
expansion pack. Oh my god. Oh,
So,
guess what we got for it though? Look, it's totally worth it because we got this little box of
you can't even
We
see
got
the
this.
figure.
You can't
Even in
can you
person,
see
you
it?
can't even see the figure because there's that much plastic in the way.
Yeah, there is a lot of plastic. Oh, that should be. See, look,
That's right.
got like a model, but I'm keeping it in this. And
Yeah.
I think you said you're
It's
gonna keep
yeah,
it.
it's similar. It's I don't think it is play art. It's done. It's done by the Square Enix shop, isn't it? Isn't it made by Square Enix shop? But
As
the
in,
back of the box is written in Japanese, so I'm thinking it's an import
Yeah.
from Japan.
Been ported. Which is
So
probably why it's so
similar
expensive.
to I don't think you can see it here, but
Also,
Metal Gear Rising. I've got the special edition. That I'm probably never gonna.
there was
open
some
that.
controversy with this though, because like it was the same price in dollars, so it was
Oh
230
yeah, of
pounds,
course, yeah.
and it was $230 at the same price.
130.
But I'm assuming it's because it's probably cheaper for them to ship to America than
Mm.
to the UK. I have no idea.
That's the thing. So the collector's edition me and Richard bought was 130 GBP, Great British
Yes.
pounds. It fucked me over because
Sterling.
it took me money out when I was in download, leaving me with literally no money at all. So that fucked me over. And it came and I was like, to be honest, I was a bit disappointed. I expected it to be a bit bigger. I thought it'd be like a big, like, have you seen the Skyrim special edition with the big like the dragon on the
Yeah,
wall of
I have, yeah.
power? I expected it to be something like that, and then when this showed up, I was a bit like, £130. You get like a Blu-ray explaining like the story and stuff like that, and a making of, and a big
Yeah.
art. The art book's quite nice, like, but I don't think I could
Mm.
justify it for £130 considering the Watch Dogs one was like 90, and you get like a giant figure, like an actual full size 12 centimeter figure, as well as AR cards, soundtrack, art book, a lot for 90. So I was a bit like, but I suppose it's the postage you're paying for, really, the import that
Yeah.
just gets slapped on top. But I don't know.
Because there was like nothing on delivery.
Considering it's only an expansion pack as well, probably the most expensive expansion pack.
Collector's.
Like, yeah,
Well, the expansion pack alone was like what 50, was it? 50.
yeah, something like that. We
But that
were,
seems
me and
like
you were like trying to, when it
ridiculous,
came
so-
out, like me and you were like trying to justify it, like, no, the art book's like totally like 20, that's like
Yeah.
20, the Blu-ray's worth of 25, like.
Yeah, we was trying to justify. But then
Well,
like,
I
and then
definitely
it
haven't
was
played enough of it,
kind of
but
disappointing.
like I was saying to Dan before we started recording, since download, like, I've just been not sick, but just kind of drained. So I haven't really had as big a gaming sessions as I used to, like before download. So I used to, since before download.
That's
So
true.
I've been
You've
playing. I've
been
been
off
playing
the
games. For,
PC.
no, I haven't. Literally, I can hack like one. I haven't played Counter Strike in ages. I went back on for the first time yesterday, since before
Correct.
download, and I was just like so shit, and I just got so fed up of it.
I keep going to bed like at a normal time.
Yeah,
and
it's
getting
so
up
weird.
early as
Yeah,
well.
exactly the same.
It's so weird.
The weird thing is, if it gets to like 7 o'clock in the night, usually that's like prime gaming time for me. I'll usually just put a game on and I'll just play it like all through the night, sort of thing. But now if it gets to 7 o'clock and I'm not already on a game, I'll literally just slap a film on and I'll just fall asleep watching it because I just feel so drained. Like, you know what I think it is? I think I need to reorganize my space to make a more comfortable gaming space, because the space I'm in at the minute, it's just like, this chair is just like so shit, and my bed, like when I'm on it, I just start falling asleep when I'm lying down. I need like a proper
Yes.
comfortable setup sort of thing, like a living
I
room
like
setup.
because I mean I'm back in Leeds now obviously, but I've been back at my parents' place. I've kind of well, I wake up about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning every morning anyway, because the kids come round and they're so loud, like, and my
Yeah.
dad's so loud, like playing with them, like it wakes me up in the morning. So I'm up dead early, which means I get tired early. But once they've gone like to nursery or playgroup or whatever they go to, like I've got my dad's big telly and I'm laying there, do you know what I mean? And like I'll shut the curtains because I'm a hermit and I can't see the screen when the light's coming in.
I'm exactly the
And
same.
it just gets too comfortable, and I'm just like I can feel myself like
Yeah.
holding the controller and just drifting off. Like
I'm exactly the same. It's hard when you like literally all I've been. It sounds sad, but the most game I've been playing is just like Hearthstone, just because really quick
Yeah.
games I can play it on my phone like at any time, like literally just
Turn
like
into a casual.
yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, filthy mobile
But
casual.
Pick up
before
and play.
are you done talking about what you've been playing, Richard? Is that it? Heaven's Ward and
Yeah,
Counter
Counter
Strike.
Strike, Heaven's Ward, a bit of Ark.
Rivar.
Yeah, Ark's really good. Well,
I saw you playing it
it's
before.
okay. It's decent.
I
Like,
saw okay.
but like,
I saw
well,
a picture
well,
before, and it was obviously you know what like the whole gay marriage thing becoming legal and stuff like that. And it
mm,
was a picture of it was a man and a woman, like it was like 4 panels. So it was a man and a man and a man, woman and a woman, and it was like one of them weird quotes where it's like if all this is okay, tell me why this isn't okay. And it's like a clip, like a screenshot from Ark. It's just like a man like mounting a dinosaur. It's just so the way it's thing is just so funny. Oh, it was just so relevant at the time. But it looks interesting. I just can't justify the price of it at the minute.
yeah, lad, I'm kind of over fucking open world survival.
Like Daisy, how much was that when we got it? Like 20,
50, 20,
15.
15.
Like that,
But
I feel like that's the
it
only
was, I
game I'd
think,
buy on early access. Actually, no. I saw a game. I was watching a game before, because it was my birthday last week. So I'm just like looking at all the games that I've wanted to buy for a while, and finally bought the Stanley Parable. So I'm gonna play that after. I think. I was looking at a game called Dreams. It's similar to Ether One. Like a guy trapped in his own head, where it's like his own dream sort of thing. It's just like a puzzle game, but it looks interesting, and it's got VR support as well. So I was like, I might
Yeah.
wait, I might try and get hold of an Oculus, because I was gonna get one anyway, to try and
I was gonna say,
sort
like-
the uni project out. I was looking into it literally before. Comes to about 264 with import tax, which is a bit steep, but I feel like it's a decent little investment, especially if I'm gonna use it for uni work, like. But other than that, yeah. So before download, I started playing The Witcher 1. For its
Oh,
age,
yeah,
I can't think off the top of my head what year it came out. But for its age, it holds up really well. It's actually really fun to play. It's a really fun RPG. Because it's just like the quests aren't like super long. It's just like go in. It's really easy. It's BioWare, isn't it? It's one of BioWare's early story ones. They do like the Mass Effect series and stuff. So it's really easy to follow, and like your choices influence the story, blah blah, all that. But it's really good. The only thing that doesn't hold up really is the graphics and the combat system. Graphics isn't too bad. It's the enhanced edition, so it's even better than it was. The combat system's a bit weird. It's just one button. So like there's 3 different
it?
stances. So there's like you got your power
Uh-huh.
stance, which is like the heavy hitting, your fast stance, and your group stance. So like the heavy stance, if you see like a big enemy, obviously you just hotkey it to C or CX and Z. So it's like you see a big enemy, tap C, and then you just click on the enemy that you want to attack, and he starts performing like a combo, and then like the icon, the cursor changes to a sword, and when you see the sword, you literally just click the mouse again, and that's how he combos. So you just like. But once
It's
you're
really-
dealing with it, it's not too bad. But it
It's
holds
very
up quite well.
boring though.
Yeah,
Not really.
at
it's
first
well-
it's like quite fun because like like slaughtering people and stuff like that, and then
But then it's
Yeah.
like you don't really feel like
no,
combo.
you don't. You don't feel like you're especially
actually.
playing on like just a mouse as well. You literally just like having a controller and like jumping around and shit doesn't feel as engaging. But no, it is good. I'm up to like chapter 3 of 5. It doesn't seem very long, but I really want to play The Witcher 3, obviously because everyone's like hyping it up and shit. So.
Really bad.
And I'm a purist like that, so I have to play all of them before I play the other one. So I've got number 1 halfway beat, and I've got number 2 on the Xbox, which I'll get round to eventually, and then hopefully by the time I get round to number 3, it'll be only 15 quid on sale. But other than that, what else have I been playing? Did I talk about Majora's Mask? I don't think I did. I beat Majora's Mask finally before download as well. You know what? I changed my mind
Okay.
so quick on that game. Like I hated it so much at first. As soon as I got like about 3/4 of the way in, I was like, I don't want it to end. Actually, really sad. What else? I'm playing a lot of games. I started
Just
Assassin's
a
Creed
Shovel Knight.
Rogue. Oh shit, yeah, I bought Shovel Knight the other day as well. Finally. Solid as fuck, but proper reminds me of an NES game. Like, it's like when I see people playing it, like I've watched a few people playing it and talking about it, and I've thought, it's just like replicating a game. But no, from like even like the boot screen when it starts up, feels like an NES game completely, and it's got like the difficulties to rival an NES game as well. It's so hard, but you'd love it,
I
Dan.
must get it.
You'd love
Yeah.
it. It's like right up your alley. It reminds
I
me
really
of
want to play it.
like Rogue Legacy, the same combat system as like Rogue Legacy. Um,
Mhm.
they've got like quite a cool system where the checkpoints in the level. So basically, the whole game is about collecting gems and defeating each knight in each castle to like find your mate or whatever. So the main objective
Princess.
is to collect. No, it's just like your buddy. It's so like refreshing to not have like a female like
Yeah.
woman. It's just like your mate. Like your mate just gets
Princess.
kidnapped. So you just have to go and get him.
Small.
Yeah. And so the main goal of the game is to collect as much gems as you can, as currency sort of thing. And each level has about 7 checkpoints. When you hit each checkpoint, you have the option to either pass through it and use it as a load spot if you die, or you can destroy it and get more gems. But then if you die, you go back to the last checkpoint or back to the start. So like on the first level, I always look at the trophy list before I play a game, just so I know what to like kind of keep my head out for. And it was like beat a level after smashing every checkpoint. This is the first level, so I'm like, oh, that doesn't seem too bad. Like all I have to do is smash each checkpoint. Like I'll still respawn at them, right? So I got to like the last checkpoint, smashed every checkpoint on the way, got to the final boss, died on the boss, and then when it loaded back up and I just saw my character go past all the checkpoints at the start, I just put my head down and just turned the game off. I was like, I can't do it again. But yeah, it's proper brutal, and trophy list, you'd proper enjoy it, Dan. Definitely.
Yeah.
I can't remember how much
I
it was. I
would
think it was
really
£12,
want
but you get like the PS3 version and the
Very
Vita
good.
version as well. But like I'm gonna play them.
Whoa. Hello, can you
What's
hear
up?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, your sound must be on my laptop. Your sound just dropped on my thing then.
We have got a few drop frames. Like Richard's just dropped as well. I hope my internet
Hello?
isn't about to go. Oh, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. What happened?
Your camera's off.
Did you hear him, Dan? Did
Oh,
you
we're back
before?
up. We're back up.
No, I had him drop out.
I don't know. I don't know. It's like crashed again. But it's back now. It's weird. That means that didn't even go off. That's so weird. Probably the heat. What else have we been playing? Yeah, I started Assassin's Creed Rogue finally as well. I've had that since Christmas. I haven't touched it, started it, and I just have to say, like, I've played maybe 2 hours of it, already better than Unity. Like, it's basically just like an expansion pack for Black Flag. So fucking good, just fucking sailing around on the open waters, North Atlantic. Exact same engine as Black Flag, exact same mechanics, everything. The only thing it doesn't have is the online, but I'm not even asked about that because the online takes the piss to grind on. So yeah, I think that's it. Like, I'm sure I've been playing. I went back to Super Mario World because it's Carl's and I need to give him it back. I'm up to Special World 7, I think. But I'm
Like
it's the same.
OG Mario World, Super Mario World.
Oh no, like Super Mario 3D World on the DS. I went back to that. I was like, I should probably at least beat the Special Worlds. But it's the same sort of thing. I've got to the point now where in the Special Worlds they're all unlocked. So like, not all, like all the levels. So like, there's 8 levels per world. You can do them in any order you want. But to unlock the final castle, you need to have a certain amount of stars, sort of like Super Mario 64. So you know, like in 64, when like you've kind of done all the main objectives, and you get to the door, and it's like, oh, you still need 20 stars, and you've got to go back and just kind of grind for them.
Grind.
I'm at that point now in 3D World where if I go back, I need like 220 coins, and I've got to go back and just getting the little miscellaneous coins. It's just like such a grind. But I just tend to do that when I go to the toilet. Like when I need a shit, I'll just take the DS and do like a few levels, and then it's just kind of helps pass the
Toilet
time.
game.
Yeah, if not half soon. Yeah. So.
Bobby's going on
What
about
else?
the German Shepherds.
What, is Bobby back?
Bobby's back.
Is he? Wait.
The
All right,
loyal
mate.
fan.
I know, yeah. Sorry we haven't been around, Bobby. We've been busy.
No German Shepherd.
What else have I
No.
been playing? PS4. Heaven's Ward, yeah. Um,
You went to
as much
well,
as
yeah.
I hate to admit it, it's pretty boring compared to 14. Like it's not. I don't think I've spoke to you about it
Realm
yet, Dan.
Reborn.
But
Yeah, I haven't heard his rave on it yet,
no,
so like
it's. I mean,
I'm
it might get better.
feeling less
I
inclined
haven't
to
unlocked
buy
any.
it.
I haven't unlocked any
Flying
what do you
mounts.
call trials or anything like dungeons.
Oh. Right.
They've introduced
Yeah.
this new thing. You know the duties you do, the guildest sort of thing. They've introduced one man guildest, so you don't get a healer, or well, in your case a
Oh,
DPS.
Well, you just yourself.
You've just got to have to do it yourself, sort of thing.
Decent.
You've got to like rescue people, so it's all right. I mean, the wilderness world. What's it called? Like with all the. I don't like the snow one, but the other one with all the like weird.
Well,
The
Oh, with
tropical-
all the floating.
all the
floating
floating, yeah,
worlds
yeah.
and shit.
Like I do like that world quite a
Ah.
lot. Like I like the world design. But at the
Yeah.
minute the story's pretty
Alright.
fucking boring. Because it's just leading on from what happened in 2.5, which I won't spoil because I know
Oh,
it's up to
man.
date.
It was so fucking.
Like the end of
so
2.5 is
weird.
so fucking like,
Well,
like
after-
shit. Like I was literally on the edge of my seat like at the end of it, and then it kind of led into Heaven's Ward, and it's just like, welcome to Heaven's Ward. Here's the new place. Deliver bread to this guy, and like, ugh. It just broke the tension completely. Like all this shit's happened, like, and I just want to know what's happened, and it's just.
It would have been
dragging
good
on.
if like starts off with like a trial or
But
something.
like
Something
it's
starts
like
off big and then.
yeah, to defend myself, like I was saying before, I haven't really been having big gaming sessions because I've been getting really
Yeah.
tired just playing stuff, and it's one of them games where you've just
We had
gotta,
big
like, sit.
sessions catching up though, like
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
think it was
that-
like
that
a
was the
week
last-
before it came out.
Yeah,
Or,
a few days
and
before it
even
came
when like
out.
the early access, yeah, we was just like, oh shit, I've Storm 2.2
Yeah,
patch.
Pure like went through all of them, even though like the dungeons were so good in like the later in the
Mm.
later updates as well. The
Yeah.
Shiva dungeon, I fucking love. No, the Shiva dungeon. What is it? The Fenrir dungeon. Oh, mate, I thought and the soundtrack was so good. I thought it was so good.
I haven't done it.
Ice Dreams. Yeah, like get back on it because I wouldn't even mind going back and doing it. Go for
Have you
them.
been on it then since?
No,
Your
I
warm-up?
haven't. Like, I mean, in all honesty, I'm trying to wait till after. I know Chris's birthday is like the last birthday, and then I've got I'm like clear, and for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and what was I gonna say? You've ruined my train of thought. Now you, I forgot about its birthday as well.
Rip.
But yeah,
On top of all the games that are coming out pre-Christmas as well.
yeah,
Mm.
I just don't know what to do. Like, I want to get back on it, but like I feel like I've got to find the time to make the commitment.
That's
I'd
true.
recommend
Because-
getting back on it before you go back to university, just because I feel like it'll.
Well,
suck
yeah,
you for
well,
it.
yeah.
But saying that,
I'll
like, I
definitely
mean,
do
I
that,
haven't.
like.
I thought I'd be proper addicted to it. I mean, I played maybe 5 hours of it straight, and then
Final Fantasy.
maybe it was because we were
In-
kind of playing together, Richard. We weren't really on the same level where we were just like.
Oh no, we were
I
like,
played some Heaven's Ward before. Oh, did you? Sort of thing. Like it's so much better when you're
Yeah.
playing with someone.
Mhm. I
That's true.
think
'Cause, like, when-
part of me's
Go on.
like I've got to get like back into it as well, like into the battle
Yeah.
system and stuff, because I can't like get used to all the buttons and that.
Great.
I
thing about
can't be
being
asked
DPS.
like I can't be asked with hardcore players being like, oh, what the fuck's the tank doing? Things
Well,
are
To be
doing,
fair, I haven't come
how do
across
you
anyone
wanna
like that in
50,000?"
ages. Like when I was doing the
It's like,
Fenrir dungeon,
I'm not really in the mood for it.
I was proper gutted. In I think it is 2.3 Dreams of Ice. That's what it's called, isn't it? You do a dungeon, like a Fenrir dungeon. It's like really complex. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare trying to do with like 3 other people. During this dungeon, with these guys, and they were like really friendly. And I was having such a laugh with them, having such a good time, like, because I'd watched the guides because you have to watch the guides, otherwise you just get
Yeah.
fucked off. I watched the guide for this boss, and I was like guiding them through it, and they were like, "Oh, like thanks," and I was like leading them and like messing about, like many thanks and all shit like that. And then, because the servers crashed because of the Heaven's Ward update, kicked me out of the dungeon. It said
Oh.
server problem. I was like, oh shit. Usually you can just log back in and it says, would you like to reconnect to your dungeon? You get like 5 minutes to reconnect. Came back on. Lo and behold, didn't let me join, and I didn't get any of the names. I was like, oh, feel depressed. I lost friends there. They're somewhere in the world. Well, then I joined another party and done it, and they were sort of similar. We were just making ice puns the
Did
whole
we do it
time,
together?
like ice
Oh,
try, and
oh.
just like really bad. Like it's just so funny. But the weird thing is, like, when I was playing with them, I was like, I can feel I can feel friend requests coming on after this dungeon, and we were like, yeah, let's all add each other and whatever, and as soon as the dungeon ended, I was like, I scrolled up in the chat to try and find. I was like, add player as a friend, and it was like, this player does not exist. So I was like, oh, what? None of them existed. So I went on like the player finder on like the browser, and they were from different worlds, which is weird.
Mhm.
Like I didn't realize that it
Oh.
matches you up with people from different worlds for the dungeons.
Yeah, yeah, I
Makes sense,
knew that
right?
it can do that. Because
Makes
I'm
sense.
sure I
Yeah.
was speaking to someone on it, and they were saying one time they got thrown in with a bunch of Japanese players, I think,
Really?
and they were they kind of got thrown in there, and they all just went whoosh, and they all just like ran off, and they all just like knew what they were
Knew
doing,
what
like
they did.
OP as shit, like, and just like they said they just didn't do anything. They just kind of just like were like, what's going on? Like thinking it's just everything, and then all of a sudden it was over, and like everyone was like, see you later, GG in a bit.
See you later.
Like, okay, see you later. See you later. Just like sound,
Fuck.
whatever. Sure.
Wow. I think that's what I've been playing. What else? Let me think.
Do it.
No, I think that's it. Other than Heaven Sword and let me check Steam.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah, Shovel Knight. Yeah, Shovel Knight is good. Oh yeah, Game Dev Tycoon. Like I finally bought that.
Oh.
Started playing that. It's so fucking fun. Like you start off as like a little kid in his basement and just like coding games, and it's like in the 70s, and like it's actually linked to real time gaming events. So if you're into like all gaming history and stuff like that, and like events that happened, it's just I proper enjoyed it. So like it gets to like you start off in the 70s and you've only got like, it's called the G64, but it's the Commodore 64, but obviously for copyright they had to like thingy, and you've got the PC so you can develop on them, and it gets to like 84 and it's like Nintendo or something have just announced their new console to be released in 2 years time sort of thing, and then it goes all the way like goes through every single console ever, and then it's like, so the GameCube will be released and it's like the game system, or the Game Sphere it's called, not the GameCube. It's just like a round GameCube, and it's like it's supposed to revolutionize and compete with the Play System too and sort of thing. And then like
Oh.
2 months after it releases,
Play
it's like
System.
the Game Sphere is flopped. Like it's just so funny. But it goes all the way up to like PS4, and then it gets to the point where if you, depending on, I got the good ending because if you know games, it's so easy to play the game. Like basically the way it works is to create a game, you pick a topic, so you might pick like dungeon, pick a genre, so obviously you pick RPG, go hand in hand, pick a platform, PC, and then pick an audience if you've unlocked like target audience, and it's like mature, and it adds it all up, and then depending on how skilled your team is, depends on how good the game will be, and then obviously depending on how well the game gets rated, depends on how good your next game will be, and so you've got to think, so like if you make an RPG in one term, which is like 6 months, and then you make another RPG, like it won't get as rated as high because you've made the same game twice, sort of thing. So you've got to keep thinking and keep changing, but it's dead easy. So like you just alternate between. But it's really weird. They don't have racing or sports as like top as genres, which I don't have a problem with. But it's just weird. I like kind of think they're two big things that should have been in there. But yeah, it's so good. Game Dev Tycoon, and just doing little things like getting all the secret achievements and stuff. Like just because you can call a game anything you want. So if you call it like Half-Life, you get like a secret achievement for Half-Life, and it gives you little hints and like Theme Hospital and stuff. But yeah, that's enough about me because I'm rambling on. What have you been playing, Dan?
Final Fantasy 5. Thought,
Five.
yeah, thought I haven't played it. I'll go back and play it. What kind of made me want to play it was I was watching a video, so and they were saying that apparently Square Enix was saying that they might not just stay at remaking Final Fantasy VII. They may consider remaking like
The older
all of them,
series.
perhaps,
Oh.
like go even further back and completely remodeling them and that. And it's like, oh, that'd be good. It was like, I'd like to play the originals first though, because I haven't
Yeah.
played them all. Like, I was like, okay, I haven't played five. I'll probably play them in backwards order, like, because, um, well, I mean, I played six before, but I never actually finished it. So, like last year, I went back and played it again and beat
Still
it.
yet to play 6.
It's dead good.
I don't get it like enough time. Like I always start games before I finish other ones, and I always end up with this big like list of games, and games like Final Fantasy and big RPGs like that. If I start it, I know if I've got other games on my list, I won't end. I'll just lose interest, sort of thing. So I'm still waiting for an opportune moment to play 6.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the next one I'll play. I was gonna
I thought,
replay
yeah,
8
I
because like, I
plus
can't
I
really
haven't
remember
really,
much of it, but
apart from Dark Souls,
yeah.
I haven't really played an
Can't hear.
RPG in a while, so I thought I
Can't hear you guys.
I'm like, I'm behind on, well, I'm
Can't hear.
behind on some game. Can you not hear me?
You good, Richard? Richard seems to be like bugging out. Oh, he's dropped again. And now we play the waiting game. I bet you the stream's gonna drop again for like a second.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Same. It's so funny, you can see like, I've got the window like wide open. So like every now and then the curtain just kind of like wafts in and then just like fucks off. Oh, Richard's dropped. What the fuck? We've got like thunder scheduled for tomorrow here, haven't we?
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get it as well. Yeah, 'cause isn't it meant to be like no sun and but just pure heat?
Just yeah, that's gonna be. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. Sorry, we're
Right.
taking a
Okay.
little break because the fucking Twitch keeps dropping for no reason whatsoever. It seems to be alright now. Like, but go on. Where were we? Final Fantasy 5.
Right. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
A little
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Basically, there's 4 heroes of light as per like
Well, in the first
franchise.
5.
yeah. So, like there's no other character like you don't pick up any allies along the way.
Oh really?
It's
There's no.
just-
You
yeah.
can't add any to your party, no.
No,
Just the
it's
4.
just the 4 from the get-go.
Mm.
Yeah, and it follows the job class system. So for like each crystal that breaks, because like the evil mage X-Death is like trying to destroy destroy the world and stuff. But he's been sealed away and he's like escaping by destroying the crystals.
Mhm.
And for each crystal he destroys like they obviously break into shards, and then the shards you acquire relate to different job roles,
Yeah.
and then you've obviously earn like points to level up your job roles and learn new moves and stuff. It's all right though. Like the story's okay, and that
What are
it
you
got
playing it
better
on?
towards the middle. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm playing on emulator, but
Which way? Are you playing like anthology
I
or
wish.
not anthology?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
I am
anthology?
playing
Yeah.
Anthology. Yeah, I wish I played the SNES version though, because I'm having troubles with the PlayStation emulation.
Yeah.
Only slight problems like.
The worst thing is like I only emulate. Yeah. I tend to emulate most stuff now. Just if I can't I can't afford it, which is most of the time. You know how ridiculous it is. The weird thing is I have the most trouble with disc emulators. I just can't get them to work on my PC for some reason, and that's like the most games I want to play is disc-based games. Like I was trying to play Shining Force 3 a few weeks ago on the Saturn, and I just for the life of me could not. I followed so many tutorials to try and get it working. No, I was having none of it.
I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to run the loo again.
Go for
Oh,
it.
what?
We'll
5 minutes.
we'll ease into something.
Go
Oh.
on.
Oh,
Next
5
segment, because
minutes.
I haven't played anything other than Final Fantasy 5.
So
So
it's good. We'll
Yeah.
we'll ease into E3.
it's
talk.
good. Do play it. It's worth a go. Like in a bit.
In a bit. Go ahead. So,
Okay, later.
while Dan goes to empty his barrels,
Again.
should we get talking on E3?
No, let's
for-
just end the stream.
Yeah.
Alright, see you
that's
later,
fine.
guys.
Like, I
E3.
feel like we're like already
I'm gonna ask
we're
you a
already
question.
behind by like 3 weeks.
We're already behind. But it's okay.
it
It's
doesn't
still
matter,
relevant.
Like, I still want to voice my opinion on it, and it'll be on YouTube anyway. So, go on. You want to ask me a question?
I'll ask you a question.
Sure.
So, like, on what percentages level were you thinking that they were gonna announce Fallout 4? Because I know we already
Like
talked about it, but like
100%.
before, 100, I mean, like before, like they put up the website. So, like, I'm talking about
Before the
a while
website,
Before.
I'd say I was like 65%. I'd say a little over half. Like it seemed, where you just kind of feel like you have sort
I
of like
wish
that
it comes
sixth
out.
sense for like it seems like the right time sort of thing.
Yeah.
I kind of had that feeling, and then as soon as the website went up, like I knew 100%. Like a lot of people were saying, oh, like I know Bernie from Rooster Teeth was like, oh no, you guys, why are you getting your hopes up? It could just be like a mobile game or something like that. I was like, nah, there's no
Well,
way they like pro fucking
Nothing that big.
a website
For
up
mobile.
for
Well,
something that
technically,
small.
it was a mobile game, and then
Yeah. Well,
guys, you've all been waiting for it.
yeah.
It's the new Fallout
Right.
shelters on the iPad, and also
What
Fallout
order
4,
should we
who
do the
cares?
conferences in? Because should we do them in order of when they were on? I just realised I've made no notes on the PC Gamer one, but there was not much.
Didn't watch it.
Um,
Watch a little bit.
I guess we
when
can
it
start
came
with
forward.
Bethesda, because
Bethesda.
is Dan really
I don't-
Dan really isn't into Bethesda, is he really? Maybe
Yeah.
rather talk about the Sony stuff. So
Was a
start
big
off with the
talk about
Bethesda. So they started off like obviously we knew they had Doom and Fallout 4.
Yeah, Doom, Fallout 4,
So
some mobile games.
before the conference, because I was in download when the conference was actually on, week before, I was kind of just thinking, okay, so they've booked a slot, an hour and a half slot, an hour and 45 minute slot. How are they gonna fill an hour and 45 minutes with like just Doom and Fallout? They're gonna need like something else. Of course, they had Dishonored 2 as well. That everyone kind of predicted.
Which
The
one?
weird thing is about Bethesda is everyone knew the games that were coming, but everyone was still blown away by like everything they
Yeah.
showed. Like the Doom thing lasted an hour. Like they were talking about Doom for an hour.
Really? Jesus.
But
I didn't watch the Bethesda one. Sorry.
did you not watch it?
I watched the
so basically,
gameplay and trailer.
well, there was a teaser, wasn't there? We talked about the teaser.
Yes.
Like
The
the
3 second teaser.
3 second teaser. So I kind of feel like that lowered everyone's expectations, and then when they showed it, everyone was like fucking going mad. It was just so funny because. So
I didn't watch.
for anyone
like,
who
when it
hasn't
was
played
Doom.
Doom,
Mm.
shame on you, or for not even knowing what Doom is. It basically.
I've watched the
started-
movie.
Yeah. Shame on you for watching it. It basically like started the FPS genre, more or less. So it's kind of weird that they're bringing it back because it doesn't really. It feels. It felt out of place to me, sort of thing.
Really?
Yeah. Because the franchise,
Yeah.
as what it is what
Well,
started it. Like it wasn't the
Yeah.
story or anything like that. It was just the mechanics and the way that you move around a space
Yeah.
in a certain way. It wasn't anything to do with the story. The story isn't. The story's basically just you're on Mars and you've got to kill aliens. It's nice to see them bringing a franchise back. A lot of it's got a lot of loyal fans. Got a lot of big following.
But when they first remade it, well, not remade, when they were like developing it, it got scrapped the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like apparently they didn't like the way it was going.
Yeah,
Like,
because
it
it's
didn't
not
feel
really.
like
It's
a
just
Doom
weird.
game.
It's kind. It's
But now
kinda like
they've
trying
redone
to-
it.
what's it called? Well,
What?
Yeah,
Rehashing it.
I guess they're just doing it. This E3, I like to. I've been calling it the E3 of things people have been asking for and are finally getting. Like the whole
long
E3 was
title.
just like, how can we please people? Let's just go onto Reddit and see what everyone wants, and let's just make shit, guys. Even though I know the game's been in development for years, like it's just so funny that it's all like all the conferences have been doing. Like it was kind of like. I can imagine a sketch between like two shops like opposite each other in a road, and it's like a little kid in the middle, and the little kid's like, I'd like a lollipop, and then like one shop shouting, hey, we got lollipops, we got all these lollipops, and the other shop's like, no, we got these lollipops, look at these, you've wanted these, like, sort of thing, and like they're trying to one up each other, sort of thing. I know it's always kind of like that, but it was kind of one and up based on nostalgia and just stuff that people wanted. But we'll get into that in a bit when we talk about Sony. So yeah, so they showed off Doom. It starts off, and did you ever play Resistance on the PS3?
I played a little bit.
So it starts off, and it kind of reminded me of that sort of FPS sort of, very polished though, very smooth. And then the next minute, like, he just starts like running around the room blasting aliens. Like there's no sort of slow ducking behind cover, popping out, like duck behind while you recover health sort of thing. It was literally like the old Doom, but brought into modern day graphics, modern day mechanics. So I just thought the best thing about the Doom presentation was the crowd. Cause
when like he gets a kill, he brings out a new gun and kills someone.
So basically,
They all
like
get
it starts
scared,
off, he's just got like a machine gun, and he's like, he runs up and he starts shooting or whatever, and then like he'll just run up. He'll run up and then he'll stun the enemy, attack. And then like he'll literally run over and like boot them, like kick them, and then everyone was like, whoa, like whoa, like go mad, and then like and then everyone was like a next level of just brutality, and at the end it was just like it got to the point where he'd done all these executions where he's like splitting skulls open and shit, and everyone was like, whoa, and then like he went into a room and it was all just quiet and it was just an empty room, and then like he just turned around and there was a chainsaw on the floor, and then you could just hear one guy like, like it's just so fucking funny. It's just so like it's so mad because it's a press conference, so like it's just full of people who are just there to come back to their platform with information on new titles and stuff like that. So there could be anyone, but usually when you watch a press conference, and I always find this with the Ubisoft one, is like Aisha Taylor, stunning woman, and she's just so funny. I just laugh so much at her. But when she's telling jokes, like it just goes straight over all the fucking people in the crowd, because they're not there to laugh or like have a good time. They're just there to take information. So like it was so refreshing. Yeah, it was so refreshing to see like everyone in the Bethesda one just like, whoa, fucking chainsaw, whoa, yeah. Like, it's just so fucking funny. I was like laughing at the like that. I was just saying then that's like. That what I took from the Doom presentation the most was just like the crowd participation of everyone just like cheering for the brutality. It was fucking ace. So just to catch you up, then we were just like saying how Bethesda we already knew everything they were going to announce, but it was still like it still blew everyone away.
It's still,
So so Doom, talked about Dishonored 2. Still haven't played Dishonored. I've got it on the PlayStation. Still haven't played it.
Dishonored's good.
You've played it.
Well, like, yeah.
You liked it?
I felt
like Ryan didn't like it.
I did like it. I really liked it. Yeah. As a stealth game, it's like probably.
I was thinking of starting the other day actually, because I really missed playing stealth games. Like I really missed just like sneaking around and being sneaky and shit.
You can I think you can go around.
Yeah, you can do. It's two options.
Not kill anyone. But you have to knock them out, like, so you still have to interact with them. Yeah. In a way, it's not like you can sneak past them or anything. You can either kill them or knock them out.
It's kind of like MGS.
But there was this one video of Dishonored where it's like, I think it was like one of the last boss scenes before you get to the boss scene. Mm-hmm. Like he like completed it so well. Like he starts off with the crossbow and he shoots it in the air. It's that kind of thing, and then he goes around killing everyone, like proper stealthily, and then there's just one guy he's about to call, and the arrow just drops on his head.
Oh, sick!
No, it's like ridiculous watching, and then I'm sorry.
I'll probably play it.
That was just Dishonored. You should get Dishonored. I'm sure it was on sale.
Well, it's coming to the PS4, isn't it? The definitive edition, remastered one. Yeah. They announced that at the Bethesda one as well. I don't know how to wait, because I'm not even buying these definitive editions. Like, I was like, oh, Sleeping Dogs. I played Sleeping Dogs on the Xbox. Oh, no, never. Played it on the PS3, platinumed it in like 3 days when it burnt my face 2 years ago. Because I was like, I had nothing to do, so I just platinum Sleeping Dogs. I was like, oh yeah, Sleeping Dogs was actually really sick. I'll get that again for the PS4. And it's like, 20 quid. I've already played it. Devil May Cry, like the newest one, still haven't played that. I was like, oh, it's coming out on PS4. I'll just get it on the PS4. 15 quid. can't really justify it. Like it's only definitive edition sort of thing.
Only definitive. What's like definitive mean?
It's just like
It's not.
the same game but on a higher frame rate is basically what it
Oh,
means.
got it.
They just
It's
call
more
it the
definitive.
definitive edition. Like, I got the Tomb Raider one,
Definitive because it's like
the one to
best
have.
copy of it,
yeah,
yeah.
the best version of it. So yeah, Dishonored 2 got announced. It looked pretty interesting. I'm just trying to think what
Yeah.
off the top of my head what it wasn't a gameplay trailer, was it? It was just a cinematic trailer of like a woman.
I think
You
so,
play as a
yeah,
woman, right? And doesn't she infiltrate something? But then she gets caught, and it's like this whole room like transforms, and it was actually like a big trap. It transforms into this big thing, and it's like these big mechs. Like
I
coming
didn't
after
actually watch Dishonored 2. I didn't watch the
and
trailer.
she's running away, and she jumps over like. Do you have like a hook blade or something in Dishonored? She like jumps over like a balcony, and she like hooks the floor and like zips towards it, kind of Zelda style. And then plants like a mine and shit, and then
maybe.
it looked quite good for a cinematic
You
trailer.
have
but
mines and crossbows and like different sports
yeah.
and shit, and like
It's
different.
it's very
stories.
steampunky, isn't it? Well,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
seems it. Yeah. So
I've
yeah,
played Dishonored.
so that was announced. The one thing I loved about like the Bethesda one was so they've done Doom, Dishonored 2. Then they were talking about the Elder Scrolls Online expansion. So this is like an hour and a half in at this point. So I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, because I watched it back. Oh yeah, so like an hour and a half in, talking about Elder Scrolls Online. I wasn't really paying attention because I'm not really interested in it. Like Final Fantasy 14 is just above it for me.
All the way. All the
So
way.
after they finished talking about it, on the YouTube video, there's like an hour and 40 minutes left, and then the guy's like, "That just about wraps it up." Like starts, and I'm like, "What? What?" And then the whole crowd are like, "Huh?" And like the crowd start getting onto the fact that he's doing a joke, so all the crowd are like, "Boo!" Like boo. And he's like, "No. We mentioned everything. We got Doom, we got Dishonored 2, we spoke about that, Elder Scrolls Online, like going through them all." He's like, "What's left?" Oh yeah, the small title that needs no introduction sort of thing, and then you just let the trailer play. But literally, like it's the only like analogy I can have for what Fallout 4 was like them bending me over, like the CEO of Bethesda just bending me over the knee and just like, psh, just like spanking me. Like it was just like one announcement after another. It was just like, yeah, you're gonna take it, you're gonna take that. Like it was literally like. So they came out. I can't think of the guy's name off the top of my head, but he actually looks like Paul Rudd. So he comes out and they play the cinematic trailer, and it's like, oh yeah, so as you know, we were on to Fallout 4, and whatever, and then they start showing gameplay of it, and wow, it just looks insane. Like people were moaning about the graphics. I don't even give a shit about the graphics. Like the gameplay looks fucking. Like I'm worried. I'm worried that I'm just gonna lose myself in it the same way I lost myself in Fallout 3. Like it just looks insane. And the one thing that stood out to me, and I don't think they mentioned it in the actual Bethesda one. It was when they spoke about it in the Sony one, I think, or it might have been the Microsoft one. About how usually in Fallout, like there's most of the items in the game you can pick up. Right, so like most of them are useless. Cups, saucers, plates, forks. Just all random shit, teddy bears.
Yeah.
And amongst that is like useful items like ammunition and lockpicks, and until you get really into the game, it's hard to determine what's useful and what's not. So like if you see a if I ever see a lunchbox in Fallout, I know to pick it up because you can craft lunchbox bombs from it, the bottle cap mines, which are like one of the most powerful grenades in the game. So I know just from experience to pick that up. Anyone else would just be picking all the shit up. In Fallout 4, it's as if they knew people did that, and now every single item goes towards crafting something for your home. Is it homestead? I want to say homestead, but that's not right, is it? Like
No, it's not
settlement.
just homestead.
You create like a settlement, and
Yeah.
you like break down materials, and I thought that's just like no more siphon through all like miscellaneous items. You can just pick up everything, and everything's useful. I was like that's one big thing that I took from it. So they showed the gameplay, and then they were like, so I bet you like after a release date, and it's like, yeah, Fallout 4 isn't coming 2016. So everyone was like, oh fuck, it's gonna be like 20, and he's like, nah, it's coming this year, November, like, and everyone was like, whoa, yeah, all the crowd like got riled back, right back up again, and then he was like, but that's not it. He was like, check out the collector's edition. It was like Pip-Boy on the arm with like the app, and you can use it as the pause screen. It was literally like I could just hear the same guy just like clapping, just like stood up just like that, praising the sun. And then they were like, oh, by the way, we've got a mobile game coming that we've wanted to work on for a while, and we haven't had the technology or like the resources to do it. And we finally, got to a point where we feel like we've achieved what we wanted to, sort of thing. And they were like, this is Fallout Shelter, and it's like sort of one of them games where you play it on your phone, and you're the overseer of a vault, so you're managing rooms. You have currency in the game. You also have resources that you have to wait for them to replenish. Oh, Richard's dead again.